We have Gerard Way here.
Hey.
How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm not too bad. You could have changed your clothes.
I know. I wear the same thing every day.
Me too. We're going to stink by the end of the week. You realise this?
Yeah.
So, answering questions from fans and playing some of your favourite music. Should we just kick off with a track?
Yeah, let's do Rock the Casbah by The Clash.
I have a whole list of questions here from all your fans. Would you like to answer one?
Okay. Caitlin Borland, Glasgow. What's your favorite song to play from Danger Days? Right now it's Destroya. It was Kids From Yesterday, which is still pretty much up there, but Destroya is my new favorite. Yeah.
Which is the one, and forgive me for this, which is the one that starts with the sirens kind of...
Oh, Planetary.
Yeah, I love it.
That's arguably a close third or second. Like, that one goes off every night, so we love that one.
Is it make it a single?
You know what? We're just having that discussion.
But yeah, well, honestly, make it a single.
Well, I think we are.
That'd work. That'd work.
I think it would.
Should we do another question?
Billy Sparks from London. That's a good name.
That is a good name.
What's your biggest musical inspiration? I know this is kind of abstract, but imagery. I guess cinema would be the biggest, but it's always been the images in my brain or in my head that conjure up when I hear a sound. I always see an image when I hear a sound. So just imagery, art, paintings, graphic design even, fonts, like stuff like that, comics. So
hang on, no matter what the sound is, a little image will just pop up in your head like that?
Yes, it could be any sound.
Right.
That's why I'm such a fan of things like Brian Eno and yeah, mainly like a lot of the, especially his ambient stuff. I just listen to that stuff because I think of imagery.
I always find it fascinating to find out about how different people's minds work and their thought processes. Because believe me, whenever I hear a sound, I don't instantly get an image in my head. That never happens to me.
No, there's a lot of things that don't happen to me.
Not in the slightest. Okay, what song would you like to play next?
Oh, we're gonna do Monkey Wrench by the Foo Fighters.
Good call, I like it.
Yeah, that's one of the best track ones ever.
Yeah? You looking forward to their new record?
Absolutely,
yeah,
always.
Apparently they're rocking it up.
Thank you.
You can be
I have a really good co-host, so...
Well, I was going to say, you could... Oh, this is nice, isn't it? You know, I was going to say you could be my co-host whenever you fancy.
I would like that.
See, that's like a verbal contract now.
If we could we'll just talk about nonsense. That would be fun.
We have lots of great questions which have been sent in from your many, many fans.
Ida Stensrud from Heidel, Norway.
Yeah.
I said that right. I don't know. Which Japanese anime or comics are your favorites? My granddaddy of all time is Akira by Katsuhiro Otomo. It is... to me, the greatest manga, the greatest anime. But recently, I've gotten into, over the last few years, Taiyo Matsumoto, who is a guy that does a book called Tech on Concrete. I think over here it's called Black and White. It's about two street kids that fight aliens and mafia. And it's one of the most exciting new artists I've found.
Sounds good. Even I know Akira.
Yeah, Akira it's so important. It's such a great work, and I think it's this many volumes.
Is it?
It's like, I think it's 10 volumes. It's huge.
I've seen the film.
Yeah, the film is 3 hours, I think. And
it was a long one.
And it misses a lot of the books. That's a hard movie to make.
I found it a bit of a struggle to watch, to be honest.
It gets a little weird and, maybe abstract at the end. But, yeah, if you read it, it's a bit different.
So do you collect comics? Have you got a whole bunch at home?
I have a lot of graphic novels now, and I think I'm pretty much probably like anybody else in their 30s that used to like comics. You just have a lot of graphic novels now. It just collects all the stuff you have as opposed to... I don't have a lot of bins of stuff. I have actually one very small box of single issues that I've just kept since I was a kid. So have you got like a most prized comic up in a frame somewhere hanging in the toilet? Yeah. Is it like a first edition? I'm actually planning on framing it. It's a copy. It's a first printing of The Invisibles... issue 1, and it's signed from Grant Morrison to me, and it just says Gerard, pull the pin. Oh, because it's got this big pop art grenade on it, and that actually ended up ending up in Na. The phrase "pull the pin" was from his dedication to me. So wow. So are you into the Marvel comics as well? I like them all. Kind of thing? Yeah, I'm not. When I was a kid, I guess I was more into Marvel, and especially X-Men, and then I think as I got older, I was into DC as well, and then mainly Vertigo comics. So I think we all quite liked Spider-Man, didn't we? Yeah, Spider-Man was great. Yeah.
Because I saw a fascinating documentary, and it was about Stanley and Steve Ditko.
Oh, cool.
I think it was, because there was some kind of an argument, wasn't it? That wasn't that they had a falling out over who actually kind of created Spider-Man and who kind of
There's a lot of that
it.
stuff from the old days. There's a lot of falling outs over kind of. I know there was some stuff with Jack Kirby as well, about who created what, who ended up making the money, who ended up retaining rights. I mean, I think there's a battle for years over even Superman and Captain America and and Steve Ditko involved in a lot of his family or his estate. There's a lot of that stuff going on because there was no rules back then with it, I guess, or of intellectual properties like that. And I don't know what happened.
Do you do much drawing yourself?
I do a ton. Yeah, I always bring a sketchbook on the road. Right now, I go in phases where I like to draw a lot more, and then sometimes I need to take a break. But yeah, I do.
It's nice to have a hobby.
It is.
Mine's computer games, which frustrates my wife no end.
Well, my problem is I take all my hobbies and try to turn them into jobs. And I end up with no hobbies and a lot of jobs.
Yeah. Well, exactly. Okay, let's play another song. What would you like?
Let's do "You Could Be Mine" by Guns N' Roses.
Nice. Manus is here choosing some music, and you are doing well tonight. I must say, give you a high five for us.
High
five. Some good choices.
Thank you. Well, Frank picked most of these, but they're all songs I like too. So.
I like Frank's taste.
He's good at choosing things off lists and making lists. He makes the set lists.
Does he?
Yeah, he does. He makes the set list. So he's good with lists.
Do you have like a little set list for, when you're traveling, like on your iPod, on your MP3 player, whatever? Is there someone who's in charge of the entertainment or the music?
We do have like an iPod dock backstage, and we generally like kind of feel good party time music, like that kind of stuff. Yeah, Frank also has a list for that. He actually has a backstage mix. I think it's got stuff like MIA on it.
Good.
Yeah, it's good.
All right,
mix.
okay. What would you like to play next?
Let's see, what are we going to play next? When You Were Young by The Killers. This is definitely... I love Sam's Town. I think it was such a good record. And, yeah, this is the first single, I think, off that one.
Hello.
Hi.
Thank you for doing this. Nearly at the end of Tuesday's show. Should we do another question from one of your fans? Got time?
Yeah, let's do it. Carolina Mella from Santiago de Chile.
Nice.
Chile. Why'd you guys start playing songs off your first album again? By the way, we were very happy for that. We really missed the songs off the first album, and we feel that we have such a great fan base that we really wanted to do something for them in that way. Like, we always wondered, like, oh, they must want to hear stuff off that first album. Or even a fan that maybe came later to the party and discovered that album, what I'm really excited about now is we've been playing Vampires Will Never Hurt You, which we haven't played in 7 years. And that is fun to play. I mean, I got off stage last night. We did it as the very last song. And it really made me feel like a kid again. Like I felt like a kid in a basement when we were playing it. And we kind of played it like that. It was interesting.
That must be nice, though.
It was nice.
Brilliant. I must say, I do envy your lifestyle.
Oh, yeah?
It's a lot of fun.
It is a lot of fun. It is a lot of fun, And I had to get more fun. I think there was times where maybe I had some sort of vendetta or I was angry about stuff, and I'm definitely less so now, and it's a little more fun on stage.
It must be quite tough as well, particularly because you're a family man now as well. I'd find it quite difficult going around touring the world, and
that's hard.
Yeah.
Me and Frank were just starting to get used to it, because we're both, we don't know how to do it. We don't know how to do that. So we're holding up. We've kind of got, everybody in the band, we look out for each other. So, but yeah, it's hard for sure.
Good on you. You need that kind of family feel in the band, don't you? Just to prop each other up sometimes, I guess.
I think that's what makes it easier, as we're there for each other. I mean, and the good news is when we get to do maybe like U.S. runs, I think we're talking about having like a family bus where we can kind of have our
nice, and a creche.
Yes, exactly.
You can have a ball pit.
Yeah, ball pit.
Which I know you'd be getting into as well. I love those things.
James DeWeese would be getting into the ball pit.
All right, let's have one more song.
Okay, where are we here?
I've lost count.
Oh, My Sharona by The Knack.
Brilliant.